Never had
on this afternoon if the forecast is right.
That's a shame. Keep dry. Thank you both. Greg Miles and Alf Matthews. They're previewing Eclipse Stakes Day at Caulfield. Plenty of interesting racing ahead there. We've got an interesting race coming up, New Zealand Race 4, and this is the Cullen Stakes, a listed event for 2-year-olds, fillies only, over 1,100 metres. And Capstan is all the rage, undefeated in 3 starts. It's at $1.50, dominating the market. The main danger here is considered to be the first starter, Royal Babe. It's at around the $4 mark. That's the order in which they appear betting-wise, and they're moving in well. Let's head trackside.
She is by Caulfield. She is up for the super bonus, the Mercedes Super Series bonus put on. You'll notice too that there's been a amalgamation of the bonuses. That's the famous bonus and the Mercedes Super Bonus Series that was confirmed during the week. We look forward to that having a positive impact on New Zealand racing. As it is, they run for 30,000. It's the Cullen Stakes. He was a smart 2-year-old himself. He stands at Westbury. Let's join our caller, Keith Holt.
So the one horse now, Liar to go up. Starter is on his stand, so they're ready to go. Cullen Stakes listed event. 2-year-olds, just the 6 and they're off. Capstan, your favourite, missed it a bit. It got back in the early part now. 3 Wishes led them in the early part. There's Royal Babe charging around to go up on the outside to equal. About 1.5 lengths, Floral Gem on the inside is next with Summer Nymph, and 2 back behind them. Then Capstan on the inside of Liar. They race across to the 800 metres now, just the 6 of them, and now 3 Wishes the inside. Royal Babe on the outside puts its head in front, then 3 to Floral Gem on the inside. Of then is Summer Nymph, about 2 back, Capstan on the inside next as they come to the turn. Liar on its outside. Around the corner, 500 metres to go. And on the inside, our 3 Wishes, but Royal Babe put clear to them now, put a couple of lengths on the corner and went. Here's now into the clear. Capstan is coming after it. Liar down the very outside. Royal Babe in front. Capstan popped the question now. It's still Royal Babe. Capstan levels on the outside very quickly, went to the front. Summer Nymph comes with it for Cooksley, and on the inside, Floral Gem. Capstan not without a fight here. Floral Gem the inside, and Summer Nymph might be doing better. Floral Gem the inside. The favourite's gone. Floral Gem on the inside. 1 at second, Summer Nymph. Then 3rd at the line was Capstan. Then followed home by Royal Babe. And back behind these a long way to Liar and our 3 Wishes. Well, upset here. And this Floral Gem along the inside rail. Very strong run. And has got up and has won it, and won it convincingly. So have a look at this. The hot pop could no answer with about 100 metres to go. Floral Gem, Lee Thinnis right along the inside in the centre. Summer Nymph looked very likely as well, and the favourite was only battling about here. So they went to the post, and Floral Gem the inside, just doing a little bit the better than Summer Nymph.
Well, 1,100 metres, no worries when sitting in behind them today, Floral Gem. That was the key, I think, to her performance by Kate Cross. Sir Patrick Owen will be delighted. First crop of the son of Green Desert, and gee, he's done the job up the Northern Hemisphere, and he's got a smart filly here, the stakes winner of the Cullen Stakes.
Yes, she's caused a bit of a boil over too, because camped on the outside, the hot favourite Capstan just hasn't been able to, pick up the 2 horses here. This has been impressive.
It has. The trial performer Royal Babe went to the front but couldn't sustain it.
Winner is number 3, Floralesium. Second, number 10, Summer Nymph. Number 6, Capstan is 3rd.
A bit of an upset there in the 2-year-old feature, with Floralidium winning and paying $7.10 and $2.50. A big day for Leith Innes. The favourite there, Capstan's winning streak coming to an end.
And number 4 in for 4th, Lemonade Parade, 15-1.
If you love racing, your Sky Channel venue gives you even more.
Second leg of the daily double. I like number 2, Dinar. Don't we all? And Dinar, I thought his last win was out.
Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to have your company for racing around Australia and New Zealand on Sky. A big program of racing at Caulfield in Melbourne, highlighted by the Carlton Draft Eclipse Stakes, and race 1 there is coming up at 12:30 this afternoon. The Sky ratings for the Dual Choice Handicap, a 3-year-old fillies race, with Carlton Spirit on top. Brilliant Jewel 97, Kaluka 93 and Rose Sereno has a rating of 90. Carlton Spirit from the Tony McAvoy stable is currently favourite with Super Tab at $2.70. Kaluka at 18, Rosarino $7.60, Getting Lucky $5.40. Brilliant Jewels at $17, Noble Creation $12, Maggie's Mate $3.60, Tully Tango, second up from a break today, is considered the rank outsider at $36. Alf Matthews covering all the action live trackside for us today on Sky. Good afternoon.
They've each drifted and then trimmed in the last little bit and Getting Lucky. The Alice Springs Flying 3-year-old is the next in the market, also on the easy side. Brilliant Jewels come in for some support at longer odds and $11.80 on the tote. You're doing quite well there by comparison. And they're about to move them in. Now they're moving up into the line. Rosarino first to go in. And I didn't have the opportunity earlier in the day when we were doing the preview just to mention the fact that this is Joe's last day that I'll be working with you anyway, Joe, and I know you've got your final day tomorrow, and wish you all the best in your upcoming ventures down here in Melbourne. It's been a great pleasure working with you over the years. Enjoyed every moment of it, and a great loss to Sky's ranks, no doubt. But the good thing, we'll be seeing a bit more of you in Melbourne. Good luck with the Moonee Valley Club. Now, coming up is Tully Tango out next to Kaluka. Field nearly ready. Starter heading over to the platform. Just about ready. Nick Raven joining us too on Sky Channel. Thanks, Nick. Favourite here is Maggie's Mate. Was pretty solidly supported earlier in the betting. Just getting out a little with some support coming for Carlton Spirit and Rosarino. Just about set now. One to move in on the outside. That's Getting Lucky. Winner of 4 races at Alice Springs, including course record victories. Lines in now. Good field this in the first. They're set. Ready and racing. Rosarino jump reasonably on the inside, Getting Lucky and Tully Tango away quickly, and Brilliant Jewel is going through trying to find the lead. As they go past the 800 metre mark now, and there's a brilliant pace with Tully Tango leading on the outside to Brilliant Jewel, a length and a half away, Carlton Spirit on the inside, and then Kaluka. Getting Lucky is 5th and 2 lengths away in the field then. Rosarino over on the inside of Noble Creation, and Maggie's Mate on the outside of that duo is last of all. Brilliant Jewel leading Tully Tango, Getting Lucky to the turn, and Carlton Spirit right behind them needing a run. Maggie's Mate starting to make some ground out wide, and then Rosarino. Brilliant Jewel leads around the turn. Carlton Spirit is immediately in the clear, and then Getting Lucky, and Maggie's Mate down the outside from Rosarino. Brilliant Jewel still had it at the 150. Carlton Spirit starting to wind up for Joel Hallam now, is coming home the better. Carlton Spirit takes the lead now from Brilliant Jewel and draws away, and it's Carlton Spirit winning it by about a length and a quarter to Brilliant Jewel. 3 lengths away is Getting Lucky, and then came Maggie's Mate Rosarino, and a break behind them to Kaluka, Noble Creation and Tully Tango. Well, Joel Hallam gets onto the jockey's board, the leader's board, with a victory at his first ride down here for many, many months. Some years, in fact. The leading rider up in Darwin as an apprentice for the last 3 years or so, and he gave Carlton Spirit a beautiful run right behind the pace. Produced her at the turn, and she really hit the line solidly. She's enjoying racing in this pattern now, being ridden just away from the pace rather than making it, and she's finding the line with great gusto. She's run 56.48. That's just 0.38 outside of Moss Rocket's record on the track. So an outstanding run. 56.48, 1, 5 and 4 are the numbers. Brilliant Jewel setting up the pace, but couldn't sustain it. Carlton Spirit over the top, and Getting Lucky has run third. So the territory figuring big time in the first on the program. 1, 5 and 4. Fourth home of the event was Maggie's Mate, number 7, and 5th in was number 3, Rosarino, in 56.48.
And Sierra Dane and Glitzy is rated an each way chance too at $18. Pay My Bail is the 3-year-old filly taking on the older mares here, and she's all the rage in the latest markets. Trained by Trevor McKee at Takanini, and she won a Group 3 race last start over 1,200 metres, led all the way and scored by a length. She's since had a 35-day freshen up and is expected to keep her very good record intact. She's won 5 from 10 so far. Let's take a break on Sky Racing. Back with more on the other side of this. Dramas 23, Ascending 22, Caballos $105, Critic $9.40, 38 Foxy Blonde, Ginza Pearl 62, Glitzy at 16, Hidden Factor at $14, Miss Potential $5.90, 7.40 Rodrigo Rose, long odds for Scarlet Rose, and most of the others there. Down the bottom of the betting is the all-important favourite. That's number 16, Pay My Bail, which is now showing $3.90. Pay My Bail, a very promising filly indeed. By Justice Prevails, she's won 5 from 10, and her last start win was impressive against Group 3 Company. They're about to start moving in there, so let's take up the commentary with Trackside New Zealand.
Pay My Bail, obviously hard to beat. The roughie in Like the Wind put it in, and possibly Critic the other one.
Yeah, I do like your thoughts about Like the Wind. Keith, I just got to ask you, have you seen them spread out over 1,300 metres like they were in the previous?
No, I can't believe it. They spread out a bit earlier in one other race too, and very quickly, but by gee, on 1,300 metres they were miles out. And it says a lot for the winner, you know, because it was really the only horse that chased the leader, and the leader didn't fail by much either. It only compounded the last bit, but they came at them like a flock of sparrows the last bit. But gee, they were spread out. It'll be interesting to see how they go, if they go at the same rate in this.
I'm sure they will with Pay My Bail. Miss Potential, can she take a sit? That will be the question.
Well, that forecast rain looks a little bit ominous, Steve Davis. I'm not so optimistic as I was a little bit earlier.
I don't know. You're the kiss of death. Pay My Bail in the 390, 180. Keith and I don't talk about the weather. We've been the kiss of death in the past, so we don't talk about the weather. And now you're up here talking about it. Miss Potential, second favourite.
I like Miss Potential. Her course record here is outstanding, as you mentioned already previously. The Group 1 performer, and that second in the Glen Morgan a couple of starts back was first class. I think she's a real strong each-way chance. The 9 at 5.45 and 2.30. 16
runners and about 100,000, or just short of 100,000, as Daryl Anderson would say. Live units left in pick 6. And Amar Dramas, well, getting overs on the tote, sending shorter on the tote. Gee whiz, where else do we go? Get longer with Miss Potential on the fixed odds. Rodrigo Rose is shorter with the bookies. They've got her at 6. You'll get 760 on the tote.
Like the chances of Critic if you're looking for something outside the favourite. No, it's not the worst either. The run at Tarapa I thought was very good. Didn't get all favours, and we know how good she is. She's been the winner of 9 from 30. She's got great course stats, and the step up to 1,400 today I think suits her too.
Sarah Dane shorter with the bookies. They have her. Sarah Dane, she was placed in the Derby trial. She won her maiden at Randwick. This is something of a step up for her. It is a Group 2 event, but by gee, there are a few horses here. Well, 2 of them already that have won at Group 1 level. It is a good race, this, the Auckland Tbred Breeders' Stakes. It's over 1,400 metres. Plenty of chances, plenty of speed as well for his call. Keith Hobb.
As in goes Ascending, ridden by the visiting rider and Brian Hibbert. Hidden Factor behind the gates, and the other one to come up, Critic. Hidden Factor the blanket. Armadramis in the one gate, blanket on Critic as well. Foxy Blonde, it's drawn handy as in goes Hidden Factor. So they're bet and set. Pay My Bail drawn out a bit with Ginza Pearl, Miss Potential. Racing in the Breeders' Stakes. Good start. Swallow getting back in the early part, Ascending, drifted out, and so too Like the Wind, and away goes Pay My Bail from the outside gate to lead easily for Rutherford. A couple of links on Miss Potential, trying to settle second on the inside, Foxy Blonde. Sierra Dane fourth, a length and a half behind, then Critic on the outside of Armadramis. Surprise, surprise, working round wide. Caballos the next one, Rodrigo Rose midfield on the rails. They followed round Ascending the next horse, then followed by Glitzy and Swallow on the inside. Ginza Pearl out wide. 2 back behind these, then is Like the Wind, then Scarlet Rose and Hidden Factor last. 800 metres to go in the Breeders. Pay My Bail carting them along, a couple clear from Miss Potential. Right there, Foxy Blonde on the inside, Sierra Dane fourth, then on the inside Armadramis. Off Surprise, Surprise up 3 deep with Critic between the 2, then Rodrigo Rose next with Ascending, Caballos, Ginza Pearl, then followed Swallow well back with Glitzy and Like the Wind into the straight. 450 to go. Pay My Bail the grey in front. Miss Potential's going after it. 100 now. Then followed Sierra Dane coming into it. Armour Dramas off the rail, starting to run on. And Sierra Dane down the outside. Miss Potential trying to go to Pay My Bail, which is kicked again on the inside with a later weight. Pay My Bail, here's Miss Potential called upon now. And out wide Armour Dramas, Miss Potential. Pay My Bail on the inside, still fights. It's got the lead close to home. And Pay My Bail won the money for Rutherford. Second at the line, Miss Potential. Armour Dramas third, then followed home behind these Rodrigo Rose, Foxy Blonde, then followed behind them then it was Sierra Dane. Critic the next one home from Swallow, then followed Glitzy and Wellback. Surprise, Surprise ascending, and Cabellos and Wellback Hidden Factor with Scarlet Rose, and Like the Wind was the next one home. But Pay My Bail has fought and fought on the inside and has got the money from a brave attempt by Miss Potential to get it back. But
a tenacious win in the Breeders' Stakes by the grey filly Pay My Bail, taking on the older mares in the Breeders' Stakes. 361.70, and those colours very familiar. And of course, carried to many a victory by Sunline. And this particular filly is also trained by Trevor McKee. Miss Potential and Armour Dramas have filled the minor placings there. Quinella 10.40, and the trifecta will pay $279. The next race from Pukekohe is another of the features, the Group 2 Counties Cup over 2,100 metres, and that's coming up at 2 minutes past 2 this afternoon on Sky. Horses heading down to the start now for the opening race in Sydney. All the Rage, Destiny's Dream at $1.50. Time to join Ron Duff
for the first. The Lindeman's handicap. Destiny's Dream, the raging hot favourite, $1.60 on the TAB. More Than Hug stands well with She's in Demand. She's in Demand standing up well. There's Maxie's Wizard trying to go skywards. He's up in the air again. Larry Cassidy riding for Graham Rogerson. Now they're set. All ready. Starter back down again. Not quite ready. They're off this time, and Destiny's Dream came out only reasonably. Maxie's Wizard fast away, Impunity, and also She's in Demand showing speed, and Destiny's Dream is now going through. Is going to settle third. As they settle fully, She's in Demand joined on the outside by Maxie's Wizard. Third on the outside, Destiny's Dream, 3 out. Well, she was beaten by the other 2 for pace and is being passed now by Zavinska. They were followed by More Than Hugs and 2 off Impunity. With the inside, She's in Demand leads the way. Just in front, Zavinska is going up 3 deep, and Maxie's Wizard in the centre. Destiny's Dream behind those, and Bernie's niggling at her to come after these 3 leaders. Back to the inside is More Than Hugs, and then further back to Impunity. Zavinska on the outside. Oh, the favourite's History, and Zavinska's race to the front now at the 200 metres mark. More Than Hugs is getting up on the fence, and still there She's in Demand racing greenly. More Than Hugs took the shortcuts, drove up on the fence, raced to the front from Zavinska, and battling away in between them and doing a pretty good job, She's in Demand, but More Than Hugs is much too good. Draws clear and beats Zavinska. Third prize in the race going to the battling She's in Demand. Then came Impunity. Well, I reckon Destiny's Dream was gone as soon as the gates opened. She never travelled, and Maxie's Wizard alongside of it. More Than Hugs the winner. Number 4, race experience is a great thing, and she'd had that experience, this filly, by Ergen out of the former good mare And a Hug when she won at Canberra. She railed very strongly in the home straight, defeating Zavinska, ridden by Chris Muntz, Graham Rogerson, a colt by Dansk, and She's in Demand, ridden by Aaron Hugh for Mario Caltabiano. She raced greenly. The Commands filly over the concluding stages has finished back in 3rd spot. 58.92 is the time recorded by the winner. 58.92. Now the record for the class is 57.6 on the old track to Crown's Jester. So a Crown Jester running 57.6 today. They've run 58.92. And the winner has proven much too good, More Than Hugs, and the TAB information coming through. The winner on the tote, More Than Hugs, and it returns $5.70 and $2 More Than Hugs. Second prize in the race going to number 2 Zavinska at $4.60, and She's in Demand, number 6, no third. Exacta $67.70, Quinella's paid $36.80, trifecta $306.70. The first 4 with number 3 Impunity running 4th, $1,052.10.
More Than Hugs making it 2 from 2 in race 1 at Randwick this afternoon. The favourite there, very disappointing. There must be more than meets the eye there.
Without leading. That's an interesting one. You've drawn barrier 1. Would you mind sitting back behind them?
Oh, look, not too far back in these sort of races. I'll have a talk to Craig later.
Yeah, right. And obviously a well-bred horse too.
Very well bred. Lovely to be training fillies like that.
Yeah. And also, is this the first horse for the prominent owner?
Yes, first runner.
Yeah, right. Okay, Philip, well...
Was also nominated for a Randwick race today, but they're running here instead. Obviously a bit of planning has gone into this filly's debut performance today with the trials, blinkers going on today, good barrier draw. In fact, that entered her and looked at nominations in a couple of different states. So they'd be hoping for a first up win in the Arrowfield colours of yellow and black diamonds. Now, Samurai Spirit is ready. Going in Greg's choice. Ransom Dollars coming up now for Matt Pumper. Greenheart moving into the stalls. A winner at Bendigo. Samurai Spirit did beat the Toppy home in winning a trial. Sam Dolphin to get set and vaulted in as the General is locked away. Very unlucky runner over the Flemington Carnival, goes up in the orange colours. They're nearly set, vaulted in, coming up into her place now. Sam Dolphin to the outside. All in. This is the Merson Cooper. Set, racing. Luna Spurge up well towards the inside. Karaticum looked to get tightened and dropped out to last, and Mushroom is next to last, and Vaulted In is showing plenty of speed to try and lead. Vaulted In, but Luna Spur drives up with the rails and has the front. The General in the orange colours third, and then Greenheart followed by Sam Dolphin, Samurai Spirit. Ransom Dollars getting up on the inside. 4 lengths Karaticum, another 4 lengths away. Then came Bindi Jack Mushroom, and 2 lengths last of all, or a little more, is Greg's Choice. Up to the turn, Luna Spur the leader from the General, and Vaulted In 3 wide. Ransom Dollars right behind them, 4 on the inside, and then came Samurai Spirit and Greenheart from Sam Dolphin. Luna Spur around the turn with the General throwing out a challenge on the outside, and then came Samurai Spirit, Vaulted In battling away, and Ransom Dollars. Luna Spur hands and heels. The General on the outside is still there. Luna Spur and the General fighting it out. Luna Spur with a head advantage. The General still there and driving the last bit, but Luna Spur just wins from the General. 2 lengths away, third a photo between Samurai Spirit and Karaticum from Sam Dolphin, and then Ransom Dollars, and back behind these to finish in the race was Greenheart, and a long break then to Mushroom, who never ran on at all. Back there with him was Vaulted In, and then Bindi Jack and Greg's Choice last of all. Luna Spurs got home 3:30 and 1:60. Think it'll get the photo here. Judge will call for the photo finish. 57.25. The 2-year-olds have run in the Merson Cooper, and it's between Luna Spur and the General, and it'll be a fairly close go for the third position as well, as we await the numbers to come through. Looks a clear-cut win there for Luna Spur ahead of the General. Showed plenty of gate speed to lead them up, this filly, who was heavily supported, and she'll get in by around about a head. Used the rail. She didn't have any easy run out there. The General kept her pretty honest. There was a good bit of pace about in the race, and she engaged in a battle with the race experienced the General all the way down the straight, and she kept on fighting. So a good win. And third has gone to Karaticum. Well, that's been a good run because he seemed to meet some trouble at the start of the race, and he was pushed right back to the tail end of the field with Mushroom, who never came into it, but Karaticum has managed to get up into third place. 12, 2 and 5. Fourth home was 9 Samurai Spirit, and 15 was number 8 Sam Dolphin. So it's 12, 2, 5 and 9 official. 57.25 the winning time there, and the winner getting home in good style.
Yeah, lovely big striding horse, Luna Spur, covers plenty of ground, and that was a tenacious win today in the Merson Cooper. A bright future ahead for this Phil Stokes trained horse. Well ridden by Craig Newitt too. Got just what he needed out of the horse to win.
Race 2 here, Randwick, numbers 3, 2, 1 and 5. Look, I'm tipping a horse got an interest in here. Number 3, our Jinmar, with some reservations. Look, he's untried in the wet. By all reports, Volksrad's not a very good sire of wet trackers in New Zealand, but they're all individuals, and he's fit and well, this horse. Should have won his last 3. Can't fault him at all. He looks an absolute treat. A credit to his trainer. Number 2, Kingside, well, he's potentially the best horse.
Now $2.60 for Kingside and $2.90 our Jinmar. Capri at $8.80. They're all in. Starter is at his platform. We're ready for a jump. Gates are back. Mufti wide out began beautifully. Our Jinmar came out with them. Plywood going forward in the early stages. Showing speed as Zinglang. Kingside's not far away and Capri's behind them and 2 lengths to go Gus. Plywood is being tackled by our Jinmar. He just wants to run a little bit. He leads the way on the outside, looking to cross Plywood. Mufti surging up to be third. They were followed by Zinglang. 1 length away is Kingside. He's up on the bit from Capri, who goes back. And last of all is Go Gust. Our Jinmar leads comfortably. Mufti quickly strode up to get within second position, 3/4 from the speed. A length and a half Plywood. Zinglang 2 away. Then is Capri outside of Kingside and 2 off to Go Gus. They're heading by the 700 metres mark, and our Jinmar is just beautifully relaxed now. He's freewheeling in front, leading by a half to 3/4 on Mufti, right on his wheel. 2 and a half to Plywood. Zinglang 1 away, 2 to Kingside Capri, and still last of all as they round the bend, Go Gus. Our Jinmar will flatten out for home at the 450. He just got away a little bit from Mufti to lead him 3/4. Again, Mufti moves out after him. Plywood's 2 away. Kingside Go Gus. Capri to the outside from Zinglang. Our Jinmar is headed by Mufti. Here's Capri with a withering burst down the outside. Go Gus getting up on the fence and Kingside behind those. Mufti under the 58 still in front. Capri, Go Gus the fence, try hard from Kingside, but Mufti shot away. He's got it in his keeping with 50 to run and Mufti's coming clear. Mufti went on to win it from Kingside and Go Gus. Plywood 4th, Capri 5th. Then our Jinmar, who weakened out of it, and Zinglang last in. Good effort by the winner, Mufti. Corey Brown made sure that he didn't have to chase from too far back. He jumped brilliantly. Had him in an attacking position as heads turned for home, and when let down, the well-tried commodity has burst clear on top of the rise at the 200 metres mark. Kingside just getting warmed up the last little bit. Darren Beedman will run second, and third prize will just stand by for that number to become official. It was a blanket go for second and third, but Mufti will be the winner. Time is 1:24.61. We'll just put a 1050s on to make sure that's right. Yes, 1:24.61. Record for the class at 1:21.57, which is a fast record. They're well outside of it at 1:24.61. We stand by for the full complement of numbers. Corey Brown had him out of the gate very quickly. He could have gone back, but he decided to get up there from his wide gate, make sure the pressure was on the leader, and he was close enough to the leader. Now, after the photo, third goes to Go Gus, number 4 on the inside, and number 6 Plywood has run 4th. So it's 1:2.46 confirmed. 1:2.46. They are official. Here's the tote information. Mufti 4:30.230. 2 Kingside at $1.90. No third for number 4 Go Gus. Exact at $10. Dollars paid $4.70. Trifecta $110.50. First 4 $696 neat. $696 neat. 36.41 the last 6. 36.41. 2 3/4 by a half neck. 2 3/4 by.
We go down to Choreograph. Has been a slight drifter on course, but only slight. Still, you're getting a little bit of value. The tote, as I speak, Noble Wind's just shifted out another half a point, but you're still getting a reasonable dollar.
Outside gate, so the Cromwell handicap field is ready and away. Raja Lane jumped okay. Bulbasaur began well, and Jaluka's driving through with Don't Tell Tom as they put 150 metres behind them now. Don't Tell Tom in the white colours. Jaluka along the inside taking up the running. They're clear from Bulbasaur, third on the inside with Raja Lane and Alcazar in the gold around him. Then 2 lengths to Choreograph Suit. Noble Win on the outside and Little Dozer is last. Don't Tell Tom the leader, well off the fence at the 600 from Jaluka. Bulbasaur the rail and Alcazar wide. 1.5 further back is Raja Lane Suit, and then Choreograph well back, getting right back to second last now. Noble Win around.